Good morning, friends. Yesterday we were discussing about irrational numbers, and today we are continuing that portion. Read this question. Rationalize the denominator means you have to remove this irrational from the denominator. Now the denominator is an irrational number. We have to make it rational. It is an irrational number. We have to make it rational. That is what mean by rationalize the denominator. So we have 1 by root 2 here. So the first step is multiplying root 2 on both sides. Multiply numerator and denominator by the denominator. Here the denominator is root 2. So we have to multiply root 2 on numerator and denominator. If it is root 5, we have to multiply root 5 on both sides. So we are rationalizing 1 by root 2. So the first step is multiplying this denominator. Denominator is root 2. Root 2 on numerator and denominator. So 1 into root 2. We have already studied how to multiply two fractions. In order to multiply two fractions, you have to multiply numerators. 1 into root 2 is equal to root 2 by root 2 into root 2. We have already learned root 2 into root 2 is equal to 2. So this is the answer. Now the denominator is rational. It is not irrational. Root 2 is irrational and root 2 is not there. So we have rationalized the denominator. We removed the root symbol from the denominator. Repeating once more. So we have to multiply numerator and denominator by denominator. Here the denominator is root 2. So we are multiplying numerator and denominator by root 2. So when we multiply root 2, we get root 2 by 2. So this is the answer. Coming into the next question. Rationalize the denominator of 1 by 2 plus root 3. So all of you listen. In order to rationalize this number, we have to remove the rational from denominator. So you have to multiply the conjugate. Conjugate means just opposite to that term. 2 plus root 3, the conjugate is 2 minus root 3. If it is 2 minus root 5, the conjugate is 2 plus root 5. Just interchange these symbols. So you get the conjugate. The conjugate of 5 plus 2 is 5 minus 2. So the conjugate of 3 minus 3 is equal to 3 plus 3. The conjugate of 3 minus 3 is 3 plus 3. So we have to multiply the conjugate on both numerator and denominator. And the conjugate of 2 plus root 3 is 2 minus root 3. We have to multiply 2 minus root 3 on both the sides, numerator and denominator. So 1 into 2 minus root 3, which is equal to 2 minus root 3. Now change. It is of the form a plus b into a minus b. So a plus b into a minus b is equal to what? A plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square, where a is 2 and b is root 3. So a square means 2 square minus b square. Here b is root 3 square. 2 minus root 3 by 2 square is equal to 4 minus root 3 square is equal to 3. So 4 minus 3, which is equal to 1 by 1. So denominator 1 means you can directly write 2 minus root 3. So here the denominator is 1, which is not irrational. So we just rationalized this denominator. Here no root 2 in denominator for our new answer. So we have to multiply the numerator and denominator by the conjugate of 2 plus root 3. The conjugate of 2 plus root 3 is 2 minus root 3. So multiplying, we get, you have to multiply numerators to get numerator and denominator. Denominator is of the form a plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. The identity we have already learned in your previous class. And we can take 2 square and root 3 square. 2 square is equal to 4, root 3 square is equal to 3. So 4 minus 3 we get 1. So no need of giving 1 to the denominator. So the answer is 2 minus root 3. So next question, rationalize the denominator of 5 by root 3 minus 5. So in order to rationalize the denominator of 5 by root 3 minus root 5, you have to multiply the conjugate of root 3 minus root 5. The conjugate of root 3 minus root 5 is root 3 plus root 5. Conjugate means just changes sign. So multiply root 3 plus root 5 on both sides, both numerator and denominator. 5 into root 3 plus root 5. So it is of the form a into b plus c, which is equal to ab plus ac. We have to multiply it to the both terms. So the numerator become 5 root 3 plus 5 root 5 divided by, and see the denominator, it is of the form a minus b into a plus b. So a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. Both are same. A minus b into a plus b and a plus b into a minus b are same. So the answer is a square minus b square. So root 3 square, which is equal to 3, and root 5 square. So we can write as 5 root 3 plus 5 root 5 by root 3 square is equal to 3 and root 5 square is equal to 5. So I can write it as 5 root 3 plus 5 root 5 by 3 minus 5 is equal to minus 2. So we rationalized the denominator. Now we have no root symbol in our denominator. So this is the answer, multiplying numerator and denominator by the conjugate. And in the final answer, this minus can be taken as common. Minus can be taken as common. 5 by minus 2 is equal to minus of 5 by 2. So the minus is common for numerator and denominator. So no problem for giving it to the numerator side. Coming into the next, rationalize the denominator of 1 by 7 plus 3 root 2. So the first step is multiplying with the conjugate. So the conjugate is 7 minus 3 root 2. We have to multiply 7 minus 3 root 2 on both sides. So use brackets for clear idea. So 1 into 7 minus 3 root 2 is 7 minus 3 root 2. 7 plus 3 root 2 into 7 minus 3 root 2. It is of the form a plus b into a minus b, which is equal to a square minus b square. So 7 square minus 3 root 2 whole square. 7 minus 3 root 2 by 7 square is equal to 49. And this is of the form ab all raised to m, which is equal to a raised to m into b raised to m. You have to give the square to both 3 and root 2. 3 square is equal to 9 and root 2 square is equal to 2. So we get 49 minus 18. 49 minus 18 is equal to 31. So this is the answer. Here the denominator will not contain root symbol. So we just rationalized the denominator. So this is the answer. Multiplying conjugate is the first step. And using identities you can solve this fraction. You can rationalize the denominator. Now we are going through some basics. Law of exponents. This is also some of the basics. As we said earlier, AB all raised to m is equal to a raised to m into b raised to m. So you can check. So the law of exponents must be thorough. I am repeating, the law of exponents. All the equations in this chapter are very important. All the basic equations. So these are all important things. So AB all raised to m is equal to a raised to m into b raised to m. For example, 2 into 5 all raised to 2 is equal to 2 raised to 2 into 5 raised to 2. So you can check. 5 into 2 is equal to 10. 10 square is equal to 100. 2 square is equal to 4. 5 square is equal to 25. 25 into 4 is equal to 100. So this is right. So a raised to m into a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. Suppose it is 2 raised to 2 into 2 raised to 3. I can write it as 2 raised to 2 plus 3, which is equal to 2 raised to 5. Both are same. A raised to m all raised to n is equal to a raised to m into n. So if it is 2 raised to 3 all square is equal to 2 raised to 3 into 2. This 3 and 2 can be multiplied. So I will get the answer 2 raised to 6. I can write a raised to minus m as 1 by a raised to m. So in case of 2 raised to minus 2, I can write it as 1 by 2 raised to 2. Both are same. And also for a raised to m by a raised to n, I can write it as a raised to m minus n. So if it is multiplying, you can use plus, and if it is dividing, you can use minus. So 2 raised to 2 by 2 raised to 1 is equal to 2 raised to 2 minus 1. It is equal to 2 raised to 1. So in that way you can check. Also the important one, a raised to 1 by n is equal to nth root of a. A raised to 1 by n is equal to nth root of a. For example, a raised to 1 by 2 means root a, 2th root of a. I will explain it detailedly. A raised to 1 by n is equal to nth root of a. So nth root of a means, for example 36, and 2th root of 36 means you can multiply a number 2 times. You can multiply a number 2 times. So the answer will be 36. The same number should be multiplied. So which are they? 6. 6 into 6 is equal to 36. So the 2th root of 36 is 6, which means it is also same as root 36. We are simply writing root 36. The actual meaning is 2th root of 36. And in the case of third root of 8, you have to give a root symbol in a correct manner. This is the root symbol. You have to write third root of 8. So third root of 8 means a number is multiplied 3 times. a number is multiplied 3 times and the answer is 8. So the same number is multiplied 3 times. So you can check, give 1. 1 into 1 into 1 is equal to 1, not the answer. Give 2. 2 into 2 into 2 is equal to 8. So the third root of 8 is third root or cube root. Both are same. It is also called a cube root. Cube means 3. Cube root of 8 is equal to 2. We can say it is 2, which means 2 is multiplied 3 times to get 8. Also third root of 27, a number is multiplied 3 times. So which is the number? 3. 3 into 3 into 3, which is equal to 27. So the cube root or third root of 27 is equal to 3. So coming into our equation, a raised to 1 by n is equal to nth root of a. Suppose 2 root a is equal to a raised to 1 by 2. Now I will give a question. Root 25 is equal to what? This is the question. You directly find it is 5. So when I give root 25, tooth root of root 25, what will be the answer? You will be little confused, but the answer is same. It is also 5. And when I give 25 raised to 1 by 2, what is the answer? It is also 5, because any number raised to 1 by 2 means it is the tooth root of that number. So both are same. 25 raised to 1 by 2 and 2 root of 25 are same. Suppose 64 raised to 1 by 3. I have to find 64 raised to 1 by 3, which is equal to third root of 64 or cube root of 64. So I have to multiply 3 times. I have to multiply 3 numbers, 3 equal numbers, so that I will get 64. So what is the number? The number is 4. 4 into 4 into 4 is equal to 64. So the answer of third root of 64 is 4. Don't write like this. You can directly write 4. So cube root of 64 is 4. 64 raised to 1 by 3 means cube root of 64 or third root of 64. Both are same. So through problems you will understand better. And before that we have one basics also, how to add fractions. So we just saw how to multiply fractions. 1 by 2 into 3 by 2. Simply multiply numerator and multiply denominator. But many of the students commit mistake while adding. So first condition, same denominator. Suppose I have to add 1 by 3 plus 4 by 3. Look at this denominator, same denominator. For the same denominator, numerator is obtained as the sum of numerators. So our new numerator is obtained as the sum. 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. So the new numerator is the sum of numerators and the same denominator. Here the same denominator I have to use. Another example. Here the denominators are same. So the sum of numerator is our new numerator. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. And the same denominator is preserved. And in the case of different denominator, for example 1 by 2 plus 3 by 5. For the case of different denominator, here the denominators are different. Numerator obtained by the sum after cross multiplication. So you have to cross multiply first. 1 into 5, 5 plus 2 into 3, 6 So you have to cross multiply and then take sum. After cross multiplication you have to take sum. This is the numerator, and for the denominator the product of denominators 2 into 5 is equal to 10. So here it is the product of denominator which is equal to 2 into 5. So I get answer 11 by 10. And in the case of 1 by 8 plus 1 by 3, first you have to cross multiply. 1 into 3 is equal to 3 plus 1 into 8 is equal to 8. So after cross multiplication you have to add, then take the sum and multiply the denominator. Multiply the denominator 24. 8 into 3 is equal to 24. So one more step is there. You have to simplify if possible. Suppose we get the answer 2 by 4 plus 2 by 4. For every kind of addition you have to simplify the fraction. Here the denominators are same, so sum of numerator 4, same denominator 4. So you have to simplify this. Answer will be 1. So for every kind of addition you have to simplify if possible. So these are some basics which you have learned in your previous class. Now find 16 raised to 1 by 2. This is of the form a raised to 1 by n. A raised to 1 by n is equal to nth root of a. So I can write 16 raised to 1 by 2 as 2th root of 16. 2th root of 16 means I have to multiply two numbers. One number into one number. So I will get 16 as answer, and the both numbers should be same. So I can give, if I give 1 it is become 1, if I give 2 it is 4. So I can give 4. 4 into 4 is equal to 16. So the 2th root of 16 is equal to 4. So 16 raised to 1 by 2 is equal to 4. So the answer is here 16 raised to 1 by 2. I can write it as 2th root of 16. This 2th root of 16 I can also call as square root. 2th root of 16 and square root of 16 are same. Also in the case of 3rd root of 16 is equal to cube root of 16. So the answer is 4, and we will look into another example 27 raised to 1 by 3. So the first step is writing formula a raised to 1 by n is equal to nth root of a. Nth root of a is equal to, here n is, so I can write 27 raised to 1 by 3 as cube root or 3rd root of 27. So which is a number after the multiplication of 3 times I will get 27. So 3 is the number. 3 into 3 into 3. 3 into 3 into 3 is equal to 27. So cube root of 27 is equal to 3. So the answer is 3. (125 raised to 1 by 3). Here also first I write the equation a raised to 1 by n is equal to nth root of a. Therefore 125 raised to 1 by 3 is equal to 3rd root or cube root of 125, which means I get an answer of 125 by multiplying a number 3 times. So which is a number? 4 into 4 into 4 is equal to 64. Then 5 into 5 into 5 is equal to 125. So the cube root of 125 is equal to 5. So cube root of 83 means a number is multiplied 3 times to get 83. And you have to find 32 raised to 1 by 5. All of you take a paper and try this. You just pause this video. After answering you can continue. 32 raised to 1 by 5 I can write as 5th root of 32. So 5th root of 32 means 32 I got from multiplication of a number 5 times. So if I give 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, the answer is 2, 1. The answer is 1. But if I give 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So this is 32. So the fifth root of 32 is 2. So which means multiplying 2 5 times I get 32. Also don't write the symbol as this. This is 32 by 5. This is not right. You have to write 32 like this way. This is wrong method and this is the correct method of writing roots. So 32 raised to 1 by 5 is equal to 2. Moving into the next question, 4 raised to 3 by 2. All of you listen well. So we studied about 4 raised to 1 by 2. So we can write it as like this. But here is a 3. So first you have to remove that 3. So the method is here. You have to split 3 by 2. You have to split 3 by 2 as 1 by 2 into 3. 1 by 2 into 3 is equal to 3 by 2. So you have to split this 3 by 2 as 1 by 2 and 3. So you will get 4 raised to 1 by 2 into 3. So this is of the form a raised to m into n. I can also write it as 4 raised to 1 by 2 all raised to 3. So listen well. First I have to split this fraction. So 3 by 2 I just obtained by 1 by 2 into 3. In the case of 5 by 2, simply 1 by 2 into 5 is equal to 5 by 2. 6 by 3, you can just 1 by 3 into 6. So you will get 1 by n form. So in the case of 3 by 2, 1 by 2 into 3. So I can write 4 raised to 3 by 2 as 4 raised to 1 by 2 into 3. And in the next step I can give 4 raised to 1 by 2 all raised to 3. Both are same. A raised to m all raised to n is equal to a raised to mn. So both are same. So 4 raised to 1 by 2 which is also is equal to 2th root of 4 raised to 3 and root of 4 is equal to 2. 2 raised to 3 which is equal to 8. So first I convert 4 raised to 3 by 2 as 4 raised to 1 by 2 into 3. The first step is splitting this fraction as 1 by 2 into 3. So we need 1 by n as power. So we are converting this. So we need 1 by something. So we split this fraction into this. So I can write it as 4 raised to 1 by 2 all raised to 3. 4 raised to 1 by 2 is equal to 2. And this cube is preserved here. And 2 cube is equal to 8. With another example you will understand. 16 raised to 5 by 4. So I have to split 5 by 4. So 5 by 4 I can split into 1 by 4 into 5. So I get 16 raised to 1 by 4 into 5. I split this 1 by 4 and 5. 16 raised to 1 by 4 is equal to 4th root of 16 all raised to 5. 4th root of 16. 16 is obtained by multiplying 4 times a number. Here 2. 2 is the answer. And this raised to 5. 2 raised to 5 is equal to 32. So this is the answer. This is how you have to find the powers. 125 raised to minus 1 by 3. So 125, I can write it as 1 by 125 raised to 1 by 3. A raised to minus m is equal to 1 by a raised to m. So in order to cancel this minus, just write it as a denominator. So 125 raised to minus 1 by 3 is equal to 1 by 125 raised to 1 by 3. And 125 raised to 1 by 3 is equal to third root of 125. So the third root of 125 is 5. 5 into 5 into 5 is equal to 125. So I get the answer 1 by 5. And now we have to simplify 2 raised to 2 by 3 into 2 raised to 1 by 3. It is of the form a raised to m into a raised to n, which is equal to a raised to m into n. So I have to simplify 2 raised to 2 by 3 and 2 raised to 1 by 3. So this is of the form a raised to m into a raised to n, which is equal to a raised to m plus n. So 2 raised to 2 by 3 into 2 raised to 1 by 3, I get 2 raised to 2 by 3 plus 1 by 3. 2 by 3 plus 1 by 3, we have already learned same denominator. So sum of numerator is 3 and the same denominator. 3 by 3 is 1. 2 raised to 1, which is equal to 2. This is of the form a raised to m into a raised to n. 2 raised to 2 by 3 into 2 raised to 1 by 3. And answer is a raised to m plus n. We have already learned how to add it to fraction. Here same denominator, so we add 2 plus 1, 3, and the same denominator 3. 3 by 3 is 1. 2 raised to 1 is equal to 2. And we have to simplify 16 raised to 1 by 2 into 16 raised to 1 by 4. It is also of the form a raised to m into a raised to n, which is equal to a raised to m plus n. So the answer is 16 raised to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4. 16 raised to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 is equal to not same denominator, so you have to cross multiply and add. 1 into 4 is equal to 4, 1 into 2 is equal to 2, 2 into 4 is equal to 8, 6 by 8. Simplifying we get 3 by 4. So 16 raised to 3 by 4 is the answer. So no need of finding actual answer. The question is simplify. So you have to reduce this. No need of finding accurate answer. Here the accurate answer is given. No need of that. If you are able to find the answer, you can do. So 16 raised to 4 by 3, just split into 1 by 4 and 3. 3 by 4 is equal to 1 by 4 into 3. So 16 raised to 1 by 4 is equal to 2, and the cube. We get answer 8. Read the question. It is of the form a raised to m by a raised to n, which is equal to a raised to m minus n. So our answer will be 7 raised to 1 by 5 minus 1 by 3. So we have to find 1 by 5 minus 1 by 3. 1 by 5 minus 1 by 3 is equal to cross multiply, because no same denominator. So cross multiply 1 into 3. You have to first cross multiply this 1 into 3, 3, and 1 into 5, 5, and the product 5 into 3 is equal to 15. So you get 3 minus 5 is equal to minus 2 by 15. So the answer is 7 raised to minus 2 by 15. A raised to m minus n. Okay, there is one more question. 13 raised to 1 by 5 and 17 raised to 1 by 5. So here 13 and 17 are different. So ab all raised to m is equal to a raised to m into b raised to m. It is of the form a raised to m, b raised to m. The powers are same. The powers are same. So a raised to m into b raised to m, which is equal to a into b all raised to m. So 13 into 17 all raised to 1 by 5. So simply find the value of 13 into 17. 13 into 17 is equal to 221. 221 raised to 1 by 5 is the answer. You just multiply a and b and give the power. Give the same power. This is a by b all raised to m, which is equal to a raised to m by b raised to m. So if power is common in here, the power is common for a and b, so we just give the power to a and b. So here 1 give the power 1 raised to 7 by 3 raised to 3 all raised to 7. So you have to give this power to both numerator and denominator. 1 raised to 7 is equal to 1 and 3 raised to 3 all raised to 7 is equal to 3 raised to 21. You can multiply 7 and 3 because a raised to m all raised to n is equal to a raised to m into n. Some homeworks, and some homeworks we have already done, so no need of doing that. And some question we have already solved, so no need of doing that. So do the problems which is not solved. Okay, thank you.